What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Weekly Review. In this episode, we're going to take a look at some charts. We're going to look at the drama in the HEX community. It is absolutely disintegrating. We're going to talk about ConsenSys selling out to the vampires at HSBC London. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight into the charts.
You big old sus, yeah. I just doubled up on crypto. I just doubled down on the new vest. Now my chair looking like 2 checks. Type of money made me want a 2-step. Who next? This week I be on the moon next. Stock going up like 2x. That's a fast flip like suplex. Two really stepping like a duplex. You bet never lose change, but I do flex on it.
Let's jump straight into the market. Bitcoin is dumping. Remember, we were talking about this double bearish divergence. Looks like this local one is playing out. But are we going to a huge correction with this other bearish divergence that's very, very long, all the way from January? It could very well happen. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin chart. Is the bearish divergence finally playing out? Look at that on the 4-hour chart. We are below the 21, we're below the 200, and we're getting support on the longest EMA that there is, the longest Fibonacci line that we use, the 366 exponential moving average. And here we are on the daily chart. The daily chart, very, very interesting. We lost the 55-day moving average. That's this purple line. It seems like Bitcoin loves and respects the 55 moving average more than any other coin, and we have lost it. But we got a bounce on this pivot at 57,171. We have a new lower low at 56,538 as of right now. What's the next stop? Well, I think the next stop is right around 49,000 on the daily chart. If we do not get a bounce over here and then get above 62,111, that way we can regain this white line, which is a 21 exponential moving average. And on the daily chart, it would put us back into a daily uptrend. But we do have this bearish divergence looming. We have bearish divergence into bearish divergence. Now, I think this one right here, this local higher high, is playing out right now. But let's see if Bitcoin can continue its march up to 100K. But the probabilities are down. Remember, Bitcoin can still be bullish on the daily chart if as long as it's above this 200 exponential moving average right here at $49,000 range. I think will be a good prime place for a pump. Speaking of prime places for a pump, we have the hex on the daily chart. As you can see, we had that big God whale bounce right here at 14 cents. And it pumped us up, but we could not get above this descending channel. So back down we go. We found support on this pivot, not once, not but twice, but now we are 3 candles above this pivot right here at 19.5. Now remember, I was saying that we're going to get a bounce at 19.5 cents. Well, it kind of didn't show up. This looks like a pretty weak bounce. I think the probabilities are high that we're going to come back and test this down range right here. And I think now remember, this is the God whale pump. Unless the God whale steps in again, I think the probabilities are very high that we break down through this, and the next stop is, as you know, is around 3 cents. Now that's at the daily chart. That doesn't mean that's going to happen overnight. Let's look at the 4-hour chart on HEX. I think the next stop, look at that. We are at the point of control. The 4-hour chart, it looks like it's in outer space, but it's holding the point of control. This is the point on the VPVR where the most HEX was transacted on this time frame. So the next stop right here would be about 17 cents. And after that, it'll be about 14 cents, 13.8, and then 8 cents. That'll be on the 4-hour chart if you're trading the 4-hour chart. By the way, the HEX community is absolutely falling apart. Does anybody remember this from the last stream?
Today's stream is killing me. Stop reading the chat and just tell us some cool updates. I have an idea, Robin Nabber. Suck my balls. How does that sound, buddy? Suck them. Get them furries right in your mouth, you little piece of crap.
Richard Hart is like the Donald Trump of crypto. I mean, some of this is just unnecessary, man. You're a founder. Like, you need to act like one a little bit. Anyways, the guy he was talking to went absolutely ballistic on YouTube. Let's check it out.
He's talking about all kinds of nothingness. He hasn't made any reference to any bridges. He hasn't made any reference to what Pulse is doing. He's just fucking talking about like science and health. Dude, look in a mirror, you fat fuck. How many more isolated compounds of food that aren't connected to other fucking sources of where it was derived from are you eating? Dude, get some sun. And tell me what the fuck is up with this bullshit you're fucking selling. I want to know what's up with Pulse Chain, you fucking tubbalard. Talking down to people and telling them to suck your balls when they're asking you to fucking talk about why you're there. Know what work is? I will fucking dare you, double dare you, that you will not be able to stand on your feet for 8 hours watching me work. Tell me what the fuck is up with Pulse Chain, you fucking fat pig.
Hey guys, if you're new to my channel, you can go back to the music video I made about Pulse Chain's progress for an update. But there's nothing going on Pulse Chain right now. Testnet version 2 was supposed to come out last week. It didn't. So a lot of people are invested heavily and a lot of people are worried. That's all. Anyways, let's take a look at ETH. ETH is doing the same exact thing Bitcoin is doing. It also has a double bearish divergence. As you can see, right here is a higher high and right here is a higher low. And if you zoom out, it's the same thing. So that means we're making new highs on less relative strength. Let's see how the metaverse stuff is doing. Man, Mana does not care. Mana is still pumping. If you are bullish on this and you're not in it and you want to ride this wave, I would wait for $2.81. I think that would be a high probability for a bounce because as you can see, it is holding the uptrend. It is holding this white line. So that means you buy this white line if you are bullish. Let's take a look at sand. Sand is just absolutely green dildo. Oh my goodness. This is just crazy price discovery. I hope you got in. I hope you got in. Look at that. It tested this white line right here and a rocket ship out of here. Metaverse is the hot new thing and SHIB is not. SHIB continues to break down. It's going to try to find some support at the 55 and I think it will fall through that very quickly and easily down to 0.0023334. That might be a place for a bounce. It is in free fall. It's likely to bounce. I think this is a high risk reward place to buy right here, depending on what happens in the overall market. Speaking of overall, we have some bleak news for the spot Bitcoin ETF filings. It looks like the SEC set the bar so high and so inconsistent that one can only conclude that they just don't want to see it happen. They want a surveillance agreement or new rules may be needed before a spot ETF can be approved. Now let's think about it. A spot ETF is going to drive insane demand on Bitcoin, which has a finite supply. It's very deflationary. If we get a spot ETF, then all of these entities are going to have to hold Bitcoin to be able to trade its futures. So it's very, very bullish for me and you, our bags. But no spot Bitcoin ETF is likely to be approved by the SEC without new regulation or surveillance agreements with exchanges that trade the cryptocurrency. The term surveillance sharing agreement appeared 40 times in the new SEC 19B-4 letter denying VanEck's ETF application. Basically, the SEC was founded to protect investors, but what it seems like they're doing is protecting corporate interests and government interests instead. The whole system is corrupt and on its head, and this probably we probably will not be getting a spot Bitcoin ETF until about 2023, 2024, right around the next cycle, right around the halving, right around the next big pump. So hey, at least we have some speculation, but I wouldn't be expecting these spot Bitcoin ETFs anytime soon. We might have to get these people out of office first and replace them with people that are more crypto minded. Now, I'm not a big fan of Time Magazine, but they are holding ETH on their balance sheet as of Galaxy Digital's metaverse deal. This metaverse thing is capturing the minds and the imaginations of normies, which is great for us because, as you know, they will be buying our bags. Under the partnership, the magazine will be launching a Time 100 companies list for the metaverse and issuing a weekly newsletter dubbed Into the Metaverse. The deal is completely financed through Ether, which Time Magazine will hold the ETH on their balance sheet, according to Time Magazine. So that's very, very bullish. I wish I could see the looks on their face when they saw the fees. As evil as the media is, anybody jumping on board with crypto is bullish for me and you. Blockchain firm ConsenSys raises $200 million from HSBC. All right, as you know, ConsenSys has MetaMask. MetaMask has 21 million users, and that is up 38% just this year. And HSBC London is one of the dirtiest banks in the world. They have been caught money laundering billions of dollars, including from the drug cartels and stuff. Do we really want to take money from these guys? This is odd bedfellows. I really don't like these two mixing, but hey, maybe they're going to launder some money together. I'm not impressed with HSBC London. I think they're absolute vampires. And And it goes to show you even a trusted firm like ConsenSys could sell out. Are they selling out? I don't know, but it sure kind of seems like they're selling out to the big banks. And I would hate to see a MetaMask HSBC wallet. That would be the bane of my existence. Anyways, guys, as you know, I try to keep it under 10 minutes. So throw me a like and a sub if you want to see me troll more people and have really, really accurate chart predictions like I've been having. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.